Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about um a fairly simple thing, just building line charts or any other charts in Excel. Um, so here I have just some dummy data, uh, not anything real. It just has the first day of each month under the date column, and then I just did a rand between formula 0 to 100, so just random numbers from 0 to 100. Um, and we're going to pretend that I wanted to create a chart out of this, create a visualization. Um, now, uh, a good way to create visualizations whenever you have dates like this is generally a line chart. It shows how things change over time. So if I wanted to do that, something I could do, just really simple, highlight everything there, and then go to Insert up here, and then you have all of these charts, and then you have this one that looks like a line chart. So I would just click that, and boom, I have a line chart. It shows how that data changed over time from the 1st of January of 2022 to the 1st of December of 2022. Now, let's say I didn't really like this. I don't like the numbers on the sides here, and I'd rather that it just have the data in the chart itself. So what I could do is make sure this is highlighted. So to see that, all I have to do is click on it and you get these circles around it. And then I can go up here to add chart element. And then if I wanted that data to be on the line chart itself, I would say data labels. And then you have these different options of where you want it to be. I generally like to have it above. So I click that, and now all of those data labels are above. And maybe I want to spread it out a little more so I can see those better. Now, because I have these data labels on the chart itself, I probably don't want these numbers on the side. It's redundant and it just creates more clutter in my chart. So what I can do is click that, and then if I just hit delete, then it gets rid of those on the side, and now I can just keep track of these data labels on the chart itself. Um, and then there are a bunch of different options up here. If I want to start to change how the chart looks, that one's probably not as good for where those data labels are. And as you can see, as we start to change these, it returns the chart to the default and gives these symbols back on the left. Um, so if you wanted to take those out, you'd want to determine how you want your chart to look first, and then put those in. So I like this one. Something that you want to keep in mind as you go through these, and it's not something that really comes into play with a line chart, um, but 3D charts are generally something to avoid. Um, so I guess just to give you an example, if I want to change the chart type and I went to columns here, I could see, oh, we have these 3D charts here, and if I click that and hit OK, then you get this 3D chart. Now the issue with a 3D chart is it becomes very difficult to tell where those are actually sitting, where those numbers are actually sitting. And I mean, I can make different changes to it, change the colors, but generally a good principle to follow is avoid 3D charts. They're just they're harder to tell where things are unless you have the data itself right there. It becomes harder to tell the difference between columns, especially if the numbers are very close to each other. Um, for example, you see the 74 and the 76. It's hard to tell the difference if you were to take these numbers away. Um, whereas if you didn't have 3D charts, it's just a little bit easier. But we're talking about line charts today, so we'll switch back to that. And there you have a very simple, easy to read line chart. You can see that change over time. And there's always some good things that you can do. If you go into here, you can change the style. You can filter out different dates that if you didn't want them there. And then you can even add axes. You have the data table down at the bottom to see exactly where things are. A lot of things that you can work with these line charts. Sometimes a good thing to add may be a trend line so you can see that change over time. It seems to be trending down a little bit. Something else that I want to show you guys as well is, let's say you had multiple streams of data and you want to compare them to each other. You could very easily do the same thing here. Just throw in, and you can see it changes the data there. Not a big deal because we're just playing around here. So if we had these multiple streams of data here, what we could do is go into this chart and you'd want to select data up here. So if I click select data there, and I have, you see we have price here. Maybe we want to call this one, and we'll actually get out of here really quick. Price and price 2. Why not? So we got price and we got price 2. So we can click into our chart here, select data, and we're going to add price 2. And what we should start to see here, and let's take a look at our selected data. Oh, okay. We named it the entire data stream, so you have to be a little bit careful with how you do that. You see the series name, that's not what we want. We want the series name to be price 2, and we want the series to be all of this data here. So just be careful, don't make the same mistakes that, let's see, there's an error in the formula you entered. Of course there is. There we go. Okay, so now we have these two lines of data that we can compare. And so that's a good way to, I guess, add more data streams, data columns to your charts, but it's also a good way to just take a look at what you've selected there. Selecting the data is always a good way to see what your data is and what your columns are, and then you can change your whole chart range as well up here. So this is a super good table, super good visualization to mess with your charts. Make sure you're looking at exactly what you want to be looking at. If you wanted to change your horizontal axis down here or the data itself over here, this chart is where you would go to fix any of that. Well, I hope this was helpful. There's a lot of good visualizations, a lot of good charts in Excel. Make sure just play around with it. There's a lot that you can learn just by playing around with it. Thanks so much. If you guys liked what you saw here, go ahead, like, subscribe, and check out my other videos as well. Thanks so much. We'll see ya.